Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of a rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in a critical state. Supposedly. Supposedly. Redeems are off. Redeems are off, yes. Yeah, people can do Patreon noises or bits if they want to scare me in the middle of one of these games, but the redeems and the muck drops, those are silenced during this. Okay, Enter Madness. So, let's see. Let's see if I remember the place.
No use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, so I can't get in there. So I need to find a key, I guess. And we cannot get caught, chat. We cannot get caught. If we get caught, it's a reload. So there's someone right there. Is there any items here I can grab that would help me? Okay, there's like an office here. Is there anything? What is that? Oh, that's a hiding spot. Okay, that's like a closet. No! Okay. Key to the guards room and key to the maintenance room. Okay, so I see where they are. I see where they are. Alright. So, I get the gist of what I need to do. Where was I? Here. Okay, so that was, wait, what was that? Guard room and what else? What was the other key I got? I have the memory of a goldfish, chat. Was it storage? Or was it something else? No, it was something else. Was it maintenance room? Check inventory. Yeah, hang on. Was it J? There it is. Maintenance room. Guards room and maintenance room. Okay. We're already in the maintenance room, aren't we? I guess there's another maintenance room. What is this room? Ah, this is the maintenance room we're looking for. Okay, so... Wait, we've already been in here. Oh, man. We climbed through the vent and got in here earlier. Okay, unless there's another maintenance room this key goes to, this was kind of a waste. I hate that he doesn't close the doors behind him. It's okay, they don't notice. They don't notice. Alright, so... The green one, there were 4 cables that led to switches. There's 2 that haven't been flipped yet. There's like yellow and red. Let me see where those cables go. Ugh. Archives.
Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Sarah Hawkins was interned at Riverside for fits of insanity a while before her death. She wasn't at the first attempt with the fire at the mansion. She wasn't at her first attempt with the fire at the mansion.
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
A document attesting to the fact that Irene Sanders, wife of Francis Sanders, had her husband interned after he had shown grave signs of madness. He's the guy that was gifted the last painting, wasn't he?
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Trying to remember how to do the little peek.
Theoretically, I've only got one.
Game saved. Ah, checkpoint. Alright. So I gotta follow this red cable to find one more lever. Some guard is going around the corner. There's a hiding spot. Did that guy seriously not see me? So, claustrophobia is setting in. Please walk away, please walk away, please walk away, please walk away. I am so glad he opens that quietly, even when he's having a panic attack. Good man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not 6. 4, 5.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has.
I need to get through that door that is straight ahead of that guard. Now, there was a prisoner that said he'd make a distraction for me if I got him sleeping pills. I wonder if I need to do that now.
Yes, yes.
If I walk, I do not stop. If he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see him. I do not hear him. He does not call me. He does not call.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses.
That's the guy that wants the sleeping pills. I guess after I had the conversation with him, it, I died at some point, or got caught or something. Oh, there's a guy, like, right there. Huh?
You. Yeah, you there. Come here.
What do you want?
Sleep.
Sleep.
No,
You want?
get
You'll.
some
I'll find.
gold.
Didn't you pick up pills at the beginning of the game? Yeah, but since then I got captured by cultists with tentacle arms and thrown into an asylum. I'm not sure if they're still in my inventory, Jackals. Yeah, lighter, lantern, pincers, a memo, and 2 keys.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I wonder if there's anything else in the kitchen over here that I could use while he's over there. Oh. Incision and bleeding good practice. The controversial practice of bleeding is still exercised today. This book explains in minute detail the different methods as well as the instruments required. These methods are outdated, not very effective, and it is to be hoped that the reading of such work is purely for historical purposes. Medicine level up. Alright, so someone saw me, but then was like, oh, must have been the wind over there. Oh god, he's like right there. Go away. So I picked up a crank wheel.
I'll go take a look. Is there anybody around here?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so the crank, I know, goes over here to help raise the pressure on these pipes.
The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway.
I'm confused. Why does that show the pressure so... So, alright, so all four of the... I've got 4 wheels now. And I've got them all cranked up to where it's in the red. This thing... Wait, maybe we turn it down on those and it reroutes it over here?
Mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble.
Windshark, thank you, buddy. I missed the game yesterday. What's the plot aside from the Lovecraftian stuff? Man, I don't know if any of these are having any effect on that. We're a detective. Oh wait, this one wasn't in the red. We're a detective, and we get a job from a guy who says his daughter was, basically, his daughter's dead, her husband, and her son. And people are saying that she killed all 3 of them. And he wants to clear his daughter's name. She's already passed away. There was a fire. He wants to clear her name. And you go to this island she lives on. She was a painter. And on this island, you go to the burned out house. You're investigating it. You find there's like a whole cult thing underground. Her husband is alive and has like a Cthulhu calamari face or something. Oh.
To hide before the guards see me.
Oh.
Is somebody here? Hell's teeth. Fuller's gonna think we did this. Gotta tell him.
Alright, so he burst the pipes and moved the guards. Then a police officer on the island was helping me, and the squid guy killed him after taking 3 bullets and was totally fine, 1 to the forehead. And then we were running for our lives, and a rock slide happened on us, and we woke up here where they were doing stuff to us and other people without our consent. Okay, so I'm assuming the red cable, which led way back there, we couldn't reach it earlier, we're going to be able to reach it now. So essentially, we should not be here. We're being held here against our will. There was a lady that works here, and she recognized that we're not supposed to be here, and she opened our the door to our cell so we could, try to escape. Why is that guy still there? Copper. Is he nodding off? Alright, let's just see what happens if I sneak past him. It doesn't work, Chad.
I think this way.
What carnage.
You there.
Crap, Chad, they can open doors. No! He sees through my clever ruse! Yo, I was trying to use that cabinet to, like, feign death. I wanted to drop aggro.
I hear the sound of betrayal.
I'm not sure how to move that. Okay, there was the other guy that wants the sleeping pills. I guess I've got to find Alien Isolation vibe. No, it's not that bad.
I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Alien Isolation, I would have to replay, like, 10 minutes if I died. So I think I need to find the sleeping pills that the one inmate wants so that he'll make a distraction. I mean how he spotted you, not the repetition. Oh, okay. The repetition is the #1 thing I usually complain about with Alien Isolation, so I thought that's what you meant. Alright, so a couple of the guards are down there now. The question is, where were those guards? Wait, were those the guards from the stairs? Can I just leave? That were! Oh, but is it open? Let's find out. What is this place? It's in cinema mode right now. I can't do anything. Oh, that's the guy that got the painting.
Doctor, is that you?
Francis Sanders.
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What did they do to you?
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me, but he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry.
It bothers me so much he doesn't have a pillow or anything. I'm just staring at that and I'm like, oh my gosh. His neck.
It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Steam achievement just popped up. The aficionado of horror.
No!
Sanders!
Oh my god. Did you survive that?
Hell! I gotta
Escape from the asylum.
Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
Oh, great. We're gonna leave, but we're drugged. That seems scripted.
Damn! The gas!
Officer Bradley, wake up. Wait, what? You were dead.
Head.
Later. We need to move on.
Okay, so I'm guessing there was two options for a distraction. Either the 4 cranks that burst the pipes or the 4 switches that made some sort of explosion. And I thought I had to do all of those things, but apparently I just had to do one set of those things. Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley who helped him escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place, where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a new man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decided to use the Hawkins Mansion as a hideout. In need of temperance, thank you for the tier 1 sub, buddy. I appreciate that. What am I looking at right now?
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Okay, so we're back at the mansion. Officer Bradley is talking to someone.
That is precisely. You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Ugh.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I might be onto a lead.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
He called him the Shambler.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like
A living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at
His
the
voice
Sanders
sounded so
household,
clear.
please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Better to confront the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance.
This will affect
Very
your
well.
destiny?
I'll go to see Francis's widow.
What was that?
Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Are we gonna talk to him about how he died?
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
What?
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Okay. Sanders' residence. Pierce, Colton, and Bradley decide to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Cat is here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Slow pan of the art on the wall.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
He cut out his own eyeballs. Let's try to change the topic. You're taking it quite well.
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this by the death of your